For those of you who were stuck because American Airlines didn't come through for you over the weekend, look away. But for those of you who didn't, you got to look. Live picture here of the American Airlines terminal at the Philadelphia International Airport. Take a look there as we pan over. You can see that there are some pretty significant lines, some real tense atmosphere here because, of course, delayed flights are holding up travelers. How many delayed flights? Well, American Airlines only adding on to this weekend's disaster. Today, it's 250 more canceled flights. This after 2,000 were canceled Friday through Sunday. But as airline travel attempts to find its footing once again following the post-pandemic travel rebound, travel booking companies are seeing gangbuster growth. Trivago posting a 129% year-over-year jump in revenue in this morning's third quarter earnings, and that was good enough for a profit. Right? I mean, they did not expect that to happen. Analysts had expected break even. Trivago posted a surprise profit. Let's bring in Trivago CEO Axel Hefer joining us first on Fox Business. Axel, what drove your numbers to a surprise here?
I mean, first of all, obviously, the return of traveling overall, particularly in Europe and in the US, but also in Latin America. And then secondly, to be honest, the rigid cost reductions that we had to implement last year when our revenue basically dropped to zero.
Okay, maybe we can show a 1 year for Trivago, because I think that is pretty significant and better illustrates what's going on, because the stock is down just a bit today. But talk to me, Axel, about what you make of both what's going on with American Airlines and what's going on with Southwest Airlines just 2 weeks ago, where thousands of flights were canceled, both airlines blaming the weather. But there is some real question as to worker shortages, people, not enough bodies to run these flights and run the desks and run the gates.
I mean, first of all, we've seen in the pandemic, but also in situations like last weekend, that any short-term change of travel plans is very, very disruptive to the traveler, being it travel restrictions or cancellation of flights. So that is a big problem, obviously. Secondly, I mean, to be honest, I cannot comment very well on the shortage in the US airline market, but we see it across all our markets in the hotel industry that there is a labor shortage coming out of the pandemic. And I would hope that governments and businesses can jointly tackle that over the months to come.
Well, this could really mean a major problem for you guys holding on to what you've just done, which was post a profit. If you can't deliver, the airlines can't deliver, then you may have some problems with people on your booking sites. I do know that your booking sites also deal with people who are driving or taking trains, et cetera. But, you know, what would you say to the airline CEOs around the nation and the world at this point?
I mean, the key thing for us as travel businesses and leaders in the travel business is that we offer predictable travel. So if there is a shortage, then it is much better to reduce capacity in time rather than doing it on a very short notice. And that, to us, is actually the key thing. We are well diversified across many, many markets and also across, basically all possible destinations. We've got a local travel product that gives you local inspiration of just driving distance destinations. But you need to be able to plan your trip, and that is the key thing.
Well, there's a lot of competition in this area. There's Booking, there's Trips.com, there's Expedia, Airbnb. Why go to Trivago? I know that actually you're very international in many ways, shapes, and forms. You've got a deal with Huawei, for example, where you can go on one of their travel apps. I was on it today. I was looking. This probably opens you up to millions and millions of travelers.
So the key value proposition that we offer is that we compare across all the different websites that you mentioned, and across all the hotels and apartments that are out there. So it's a very, very easy way to really get transparency of what is on offer and where to book it. And that's really the value that we are adding.
Yeah, well, we're really looking at vaccination rates. I'm sure you are too. How key are increasing vaccination rates to travelers and the numbers scaling up?
It's absolutely crucial. I mean, to be honest, it is the single most important metric, because we are now, in particular now, we are seeing that cases are increasing everywhere in the Northern Hemisphere. I mean, not unexpectedly. And the countries that do have, and the regions that do have a high vaccination rate, face a much, much lower mortality rate right now. And that is what is calming down governments and leaving travel open. Whereas regions where the vaccination levels are very low and mortality rates are rising, lockdown and travel restrictions are reimposed.
Axel, it's a tough time, but you guys made it through what has to be one of the most difficult years for especially the travel industry, and it looks like you guys are coming out of it